What's up YouTube? This is King of Games 179 here with a tutorial for the Mac. This tutorial is on how to hack a Mac password. Now keep in mind this is for educational purposes only. Please do not use this to hack people if you do not have their permission. And I'm not reliable if you screw up your computer in any way by doing this. So, first I'm just going to go over what we're going to be doing to the computer to hack it. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the computer think that it's brand new. It's not going to delete any of your files. I've done this multiple times just to make sure. And it'll make the computer think it's new even though there's already all your all the files of the person who's all the victim's files on the computer. And it'll set the computer up as new, prompting you to make a new administrator account, which is what you want, so you have access to the computer. So what you want to do is we want to boot the computer into single user mode. Now, I've done some modifications to my computer, so when I start up, it's not going to be the same as your computer. On your computer, to start up your computer in single user mode, you want to hold the S key on startup. Keep it pressed as soon as the screen lights up until a black screen comes up with a bunch of lines of code. And don't worry, your computer's not crashing. Don't freak out. So you want to start by going to restart and click on restart and wait for it to restart. Now on my computer it's a bit different. If you are kind of a geek and you have Refit installed, you want to press F2 when the Refit boot screen comes up. But if you haven't done any modifications to your Mac, like installing separate bootloaders and stuff, you just want to go do it the regular way by holding S on startup. But for me, like I said, I'm gonna have to do it through Refit, which is my bootloader, and I'll show you guys how to install this in a separate video also if you're interested in it. So now it's going to make me choose between Mac and Windows, and I'm going to press F2 on Refit, and then select single user mode. Like I said, if you have just a regular computer, like if you haven't made any modifications or installed any Refit things, then it'll be the regular way. And this is single user mode. So there's going to be a bunch of lines of code, and this isn't like safe mode on Windows and stuff. This is your fully functional computer just with the command line interface. So let me just zoom in my computer down here to this thing right here. So as you can see right over here, it says if you want to make modifications to files, which is what we want to do, what we're doing is we're going to delete the file on the computer that tells the computer that when it starts up is that this computer is old, there's already stuff on it. So when we delete that, it's going to say, hey, this computer's new. So it'll set the computer up as new. So these two commands here, /sbin /fsck space -fy is going to check the hard drive for errors. So if you type that in here, sbin /fsck -fy, hit enter. This will take a minute here to run, and then we'll run the second one to mount the hard drive in a way where we can read and write to it. We should be good to go to delete the file. So bear with me. I want to run the second command on here, which is sbin /mount space -uw space /. So you have to make sure that the syntax of these are correct. So it has to be /sbin /mount space -uw space /enter. Now it's mounted the hard drive in a way that you can write to it and delete files and such. So now if you so now this is also going to be teaching you basic terminal commands for the terminal application on the Mac, which I'll be showcasing in another video. So the ls command lists all the files in the current directory. And if you type ls-a, it's going to show you all the files, including the hidden files. Now, since here there's not many hidden files, it's not showing much more because the hidden files are already shown. But now if we, so the cd command stands for change directory. And with the cd command, we're going to change the directory that we're in from the root directory to the directory is a folder. So we want to change to the directory or the folder in which the file that we want to delete is in. So the folder that it's in is in /var/db/. Hit enter, and now we're in this folder. So if you do ls/a to show all the files, if you do ls, just ls, it'll show them actually because we're in single user mode. The ls-a command is if you're in the regular terminal and you want to view all the hidden files, but since we're in single user mode, you don't need that. So now the file we're looking for, let me just pick up my camera here, is right over here, Apple setup done, which basically tells the computer that the setup on the computer is complete. The computer's already been set up. So now we're going to type in the remove command. So remove file, so rm, remove. I know the file is just .apple setup done, but since it's a hidden file, we need to type ./. And to know it's a hidden file is if it has a dot before it. So ./. Apple, and it's case sensitive, so you have to make sure that it's typed correctly. Apple setup done. And press enter. And when it's done, it'll say root and then the number sign again, and then your cursor will show up. Now you want to type reboot. Press enter, and it's going to restart the computer. Okay? And now, hopefully what will happen after we get into refit here, what should happen is that once we select Mac OS X, or if you don't have Windows, automatically select Mac OS X, what should happen is it will say, this is a new computer, please set it up. So to do this all on a friend, just to play a prank, make sure you have their permission. You're going to need about a solid 15-20 minutes away from the computer, depending on how fast you can type and how fast you can remember the code. I suggest writing it down somewhere if you want to remember it. And this is also a great way to reset a password if you have forgotten it, because then you have a new admin account and you can just change the password. So anyway, now my cursor is showing up in the corner, which means it's loading. And here we go. So now here's our welcome page. It's asking me what language I want to continue in. I'm going to click continue. And it's asking me what kind of keyboard, which US. And that's asking if I want to transfer information from another Mac. So as you can see, the Mac thinks it's brand new, even though it's not. And you can just choose whatever you want here. I'm going to enable location services and whatnot. Skip the Apple ID because it's already set up. And agree to the terms of service because I already have before. And now you just want to create your computer account. So I'm just going to call it admin. And account name admin. And password, I'm going to call the password. I wonder if it'll let me. And voila, it did. Okay. So here we go. Password. Alright. And continue. Alright. Now it's going to create your new admin user account, which means you have just gained administrator access to this Mac. Now you can just select your location. And I'm going to select check automatically. And now it's going to ask me to register it, but I'm going to skip this because my Mac is obviously already registered. Now if you click start using your Mac, it should bring up your new user account right here. And bring up the setup assistant wizard, or quit the setup assistant wizard, and you should have a new user account on this Mac. Alright, thanks for watching. This is King of Games signing out. And like, comment, rate, and subscribe. So, yeah, I'll see you in my next episode. Bye.